Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? Welcome back to a new day, new stream. Hope you guys are doing well. Fantastic you guys are here. Today is one of the most important days of the month. I hope you guys are completely ready. We have news coming literally in 1 minute from now. We're going to observe what the market is doing. I'm going to stay out of the market for these next coming minutes. I'm going to stay very observant right now. It's negative for the dollar as well. This is actually very, very good news. So we get straight to the point here, okay? If the dollar is dropping like it is right now and it's negative again, usually what tends to happen is that we reverse during the event. So if we are negative today and we have been coming down all day today, what have we been doing? We have been building up tons and tons of liquidity to the upside right here. So I'm actually happy that it's negative news today. I'm very, very happy with the news outcome. All right. Looking forward to today. We have the ISM manufacturing. We have the job openings as well as the FOMC statement and the interest rate decision. Plus, of course, the press conference. The press conference is the most important because it's not really about that 25 basis points hike. It's about the tonality, okay? The tonality is what's the most important today. How is Mr. Jerome sounding? What is his tonality like? Is he kind of aggressive? Is he very passive? Is he very happy with how the market is going currently or the economy? Or he thinks like, no, we need to really get inflation down to 2%, whatever it takes. And he's a little bit more strict. We're going to find out very, very shortly here. Hope you guys are doing well. The dollar is immediately coming down right now at this current moment. It's going to be a hectic day. The volume will step into the market right now. So the opportunity is going to be there. All right, let's see what we can do. We have gold. We have a couple of things for gold here on the daily chart as well as on the euro as well. We look on the higher time frame on the euro right now. We're coming back up as well. So busy schedule. I hope you guys are all doing fantastic. So we're going to do a little bit of a short introduction. For all the new members or all the new people watching my stream, welcome. My name is Lorenzo. I'm live streaming right now on a regular basis, couple days a week, making sure that we are trading together, making some money together. That's the whole idea here. And also, of course, building a fantastic, amazing, strong, successful community over time as well. We have been doing that already. We have around 6,000 members right now. We're growing in a very rapid pace here. So the goal is to take over this whole industry. And we have to start somewhere. So I think the best way to start is by generating and producing a lot of positive results. And therefore, let me see who's in the chat. For all the new people, this was our new song. Just so you know here. We have Curry in the building. What's up, my man? Hope you're doing well, my friend. Marek, Swen, Ibra, Crypto is saying, Swen Miller, of course. Yes, Sebas, Found Nation. In the meantime, dollar is coming down still a little bit. Gyro, my man. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Gyro Ramsu. Yes, we are back once again. Silas, Marek, Fun Nation, Vits, Beer Bob Pipski, Soulcatcher, John Hamilton, Tien, Jared, Erika back again. Silas says hi, Bali boy, what's up? Hannes, Christopher, Akasha, Raul, Guta, Marcus, nice. Alec, GT Warder, okay, amazing, good morning. Good morning. So overall scoreboard is 30 wins, 2 losses and 2 break even. Let's see what we can do here. So what we're going to focus on right now is for example, the pre-FOMC meeting. That means that we are right now mainly focusing on what we can expect for later today. Because understand that this is in general one of the most important, news events. You have to prepare. You have to understand that the market can be a little bit crazy beforehand as well. It can be very volatile. But most importantly, this outcome will probably determine the potential projection of this month, next month, especially. Okay, so it's an extremely important meeting. We're gonna watch, of course. We're gonna make sure that before that we're gonna try to catch some trades, at least on the lower time frame. I think it's the best to look for some scalping setups, and the reason why is because these scalping setups are just the most efficient right now, as we can suddenly change any particular direction later on when we have a new event coming. We have multiple news events as well getting released here. So with the ISM manufacturing coming out in around about 2 hours from now, 1 hour and a half. Then we have the Jules openings as well. I do not really expect too much from these particular events here, but of course the FOMC interest rate decision is going to be massive. If it's going to be more than 50% or 50 base points, by the way, if it's going to be more, then understand that the dollar will skyrocket to the upside. If it's not going to be 50 base points, then probably we're going to see a decrease, maybe in the short term, but then it comes down to the press conference. So it totally depends. We have multiple outcomes here. But when looking at the chart right now, gold has been going up, euro has been moving up, pretty much all the pairs have been going up tremendously as well. So do take that in consideration. If you zoom out on the dollar, we are still right now at this particular moment in an area of demand right now. We're tapping into another zone. So we have this particular low. We are tapping into that low right now. So it's not that we're gonna dump hard. We are still in that particular zone here. Okay, and if you zoom out a little bit, this low is a very important low. Why? This particular low took out pretty much multiple highs here. Okay, so this is a strong low. We are right now forming this high here. Potentially this high took out, of course, internal structures, but not really this or this particular low yet. So we're gonna see exactly how we develop right now. But we have two zones that we need to go through. We are not there yet, so let's see how we develop over time. Any particular bounce for us can mean a potential reaction or can mean a potential trade setup for us as well. In the meantime, we have a couple of charts that we need to look at, and mainly, of course, are pretty much our scalping strategy. So for the people that want to know exactly what I'm talking about here, there is a scalping strategy that I use on the live streams a lot. We have been literally doing over 120 trades already. We're leaning already more to the 150 right now, but I think this particular strategy we did around 120 trades. We uploaded a new video about it. It's amazing. I explained it very well. We have part 1, part 2 is coming out next week. It has a proven 70% win rate right here. So do take consideration that this can win rate right here. In this case, or do take consideration that this can win rate right here. In this case, or do take. Sorry for that. So yeah, understand that this is something that we are looking for right now, making sure. This is how we anticipate on our trading opportunity. That you understand exactly how. So now we have spotted the works here. Okay, very important. So with that said, let's look for some setups. Let's look for some setups right now. Let's see how the dollar develops here. We are still in that zone right now. We have not broken this particular low yet. Okay, so this is what we're waiting for. We want to wait for this low to get broken first. Number one priority. After that, we can start looking at significant, trade setups for other pairs here. We have, for example, also, and this is important here. We have. Let me show you that right now. We have right here couple of setups we're looking for. So gold is number one, and this is going to be one of my favorite pairs here for today. And that's mainly going to be the actual FOMC meeting himself. Gold potential is definitely there. The other one is the euro against the US dollar. We have been going up here, but we're reaching a critical zone right now. Right here. Okay, super important level or zone to take consideration. As well as potentially also GU. I need to show you guys exactly what I mean with that. There we go. We're here. GU is actually looking relatively weak right now, so do take that in consideration. GU is not looking that particularly strong. Right here we are in the 4 hour already. We have been coming up here. We have created some liquidity above, so there is a chance, in my opinion, that we can still come a little bit higher to then potentially reverse to the downside as well. So these are the setups that we're looking for. GU, gold, EU mainly right now. We have Australian dollar against the US dollar as well. They're all very, very similar. But overall, I do believe that we need to take out some of these highs first before making a final reaction here. Only way that can happen is if the dollar actually comes down a little bit further to tap into that particular zone right here. I think this is the most important, but let's see how we operate here. Then we have the indices. We have the US30. Who is looking at the US30 for the FOMC meeting? Let me know in the chat if you are interested in trading the indices, or if you're looking for gold. Let me know what you're looking for as well. Let's see. AK says US30. Eti says gold. Chuck says indices right here. A lot of you guys gold, okay. How will the FOMC affect the market? Well, massively. The volume will be incredible. And the volatility will be incredible as well. It will be significant reaction. Absolutely. So yeah, do take that into consideration here. Gold. Okay, US30. Many of you guys are looking for US30 here. All right. Let's set it up here. So what are we looking for right now? We're looking for the volume volatility coming into the market. Well, we definitely seen some volatility right now. Usually we're looking for this setup. For example, when we see exactly something like this happening right now. This is the perfect example here. So what do? We create liquidity underneath. Okay, liquidity is right there. If you look on the 2 minute, what do we see here? A massive amount of imbalance underneath. Massive amount of imbalance. It's called reverse gap, whatever you want to call it here. There we go. Clear high. Everything is perfect here. So this was the last significant low. The moment you break that, you have that imbalance here. You trigger yourself in a position. Stop loss above the high. Going for at least a 1-to-1 here. You look for a setup. It comes down, breaks. Hits your target. And that's pretty much how we develop here. So again, it's the perfect strategy you can use. It's a high frequency strategy as well. And it can be extremely, extremely effective here. The only thing that you need in order to do this and to make this a profitable strategy for you is volume. You need to have volume in the market. So the most volatile pairs are usually the best pairs to trade when looking for this particular, setup, for this particular move in the market here. So the moment you find setups like these, you can find them the other way around, of course. Well, that's pretty much the moment for us to actually look for a potential trade here. So again, you see that there is volatility. You see that gap in between. That's what you're looking for. The bigger that gap, the better it is for your potential trade setup. So I think for now, especially during this time here, is looking for these type of scalping setups are, in my opinion, one of the best things to do here to make money before the FOMC. And then we have our major trades that's going to take place during the FOMC meeting. So that's the strategy for today. That's exactly what we're going to do here. What time is your live stream starting? Usually during the New York Open. Okay, usually during the New York Open here. The moment this session opens up here, we start streaming on YouTube here. We have private live streams as well during the London session. I have to say today was a little bit boring, less volume in the market, but this of course during the FOMC here. Usually we have a lot of private sessions as well. You can find more information in Discord. What was that song? This song? This what you mean? Let me know. We're gonna go over gold right now. There we go. There we go. Okay, the Australian dollar took out the London high. I think there is a big chance we're gonna go for the London low here potentially as well. I think that the dollar is coming down right now, but at some point we're gonna reverse, in my opinion. We have some more news coming out as well later, so do take that in consideration here. Overall, the Australian dollar has still a little bit of upside potential, but overall we are forming also some significant resistance here on the mid time frames right here. Okay, so this is very, very important. Something like this particular zone. I'm definitely going to put an alert here. I want to see how we respond from this area, because this could indicate, or this could potentially give us a fantastic opportunity right there. I think it's definitely possible here. Okay. Monkey says, I know you like trading news. I do like trading news. I traded the NFP Friday as well. I'm not sure if I'm going to go live on YouTube. I will see here. But it depends. It depends. Maybe I will hop on live as well, depending on the outlook here. For now, I think it's super important to prepare for the FOMC. And while we can still scalp along the way right now. I think this is the best thing we can potentially do at this particular moment here. Yeah, it's going to be very, very exciting, man. This is going to determine a lot what the market is going to do. And not just that. If the stock market is actually going up, if the crypto market is actually moving up or down, like, it's such an important meeting that we actually have to be very aware here. I personally would like to see the dollar coming up a little bit more. But hey, it's not about what I want here. I think it's good for the stock market to come down a little bit. I think it's healthy, because we have been going up while the recession, while the economy is actually not doing that well right now. So that's the particular reason. Do you think the Fed is going to raise interest rate 25 or 50? No idea. They expect 25 base points right now. But if it's 50, the dollar will definitely shoot up here. Because I do believe that 25 is already priced in. Very, very important here. So the dollar is where it's all about right now. But most importantly, what we can look for right now is just scalping setups while we're waiting for the dollar. I think we should just try to scalp here and to use our strategy to look for a beautiful setup. And then in the meantime, you know, we understand where the dollar is at, and how we can trade like gold and like this type of stuff along the way here. That is the best idea here. So guys, if you do like what I'm doing here on YouTube, we're trying to come up from a different angle here to bring some value to the trading industry, some actual value, some actual trading results, making sure that we do a lot of things live here. You see me crushing it live, you see me fading live, but everything is real time. That's the most important here. So if you like what I do, then please smash that like button. Highly appreciate it. We're live around three days a week, sometimes 4, depending on the market and the particular outlook right here. So right now what we're looking for is volatility in the market. We're looking for that expansion. Monkey says, how will the FOMC affect? I know on the clip you played last night, it's not about the news, but how Jerome's tone is when he speaks. Do you enter after he speaks or wait for crazy calmness? Usually what I'm doing... There we go, gold indeed. So usually what I do right now is I go against the liquidity. I look where the liquidity is at on multiple pairs. I place a smaller trade. If that goes into my direction, beautiful. I take my profits close to 50%. If it doesn't, I get stopped out. But only a smaller position, so it's fine. Then I'll wait for the news to come out, the press conference to come. Then I'll listen to his tonality. And based on that, I make a decision somewhat mid-term. So somewhat in the middle of the event. So I spread my risk somewhat beforehand, somewhat during the event. Okay, gold is making that move right now. There we go. This particular zone, breaking particular lows here. If we bounce from this zone here, because the dollar is not showing significant strength right here. Let's put on the dollar. Not that the dollar is showing massive strength right now, even though we're getting bought up and we're building some liquidity above. We're going to break that liquidity very shortly. With that liquidity broken, we're going to actually, potentially see more downside for gold indeed in the short term. Overall, let's see how we react here from this particular area of demand right now. If we're just going to go through it straight away. Overall, fantastic reaction. Beautiful. Tapping into that zone right now. The reason why I'm looking at it is because we have a massive gap underneath. So that means that if we are seeing a bounce, we can use our trade setup. We can use that scalp. That means that the dollar, should go. Dollar looking good, but let's see. What we want to see right now in the 1 minute, we want to build liquidity for gold above. That's the moment for us to actually look at a setup here. Australian dollar is also interesting. Why I like Australian dollar? Well, because I want to see there is a lot of liquidity built up here. A lot of liquidity built up underneath the London low. So there are two zones here. Gold, number 1. Australian dollar, number 2. For Australian dollar, we need to break a low. So we need to break this particular level right here. Taking out the London low would be fantastic. This is the London low. Right there, going for the London low, and that should be fantastic. Thomas says, was an amazing mastermind for everyone. Yeah, big shout out to one of our guys, Thomas. Was an absolutely amazing event, man. Wow. I'm gonna get back to you after the stream. Amazing. For you guys as well, we have a lot of free events as well in Discord. You can literally join. It's absolutely fantastic. This is where we at right now. We talk on a regular basis, share our charts, share our mastermind. Everyone can bring some value to the table here. It's open for everyone here. Right now, Thomas is taking the lead. One of our guys in the community. Plus Feya as well as another guy in the community as well. He's crushing it. At some point, we're going to see people truly stepping up here. And we're going to have an army of individuals helping people out in the community. So if you want to join for free, you can join. Links in the description right here. Okay, gold is doing his thing right now. Let's see what we're doing here. The dollar is trying to push up a little bit. That makes a lot of sense here. We have built some liquidity right now. That's the reason why we are waiting here. But gold is still holding. Exactly above this zone here on the 5-minute. Okay. So we took out. Why do I think that? Well, we took out a lot of liquidity underneath. A lot of stop losses were taken out here. We tapped into that particular zone. And we're seeing a small bounce here. So of course, buyers are going to step into the market. We have some imbalance here, so the only rule where we need to wait for is the dollar taking it out and coming back down here to look for a trade setup, unless gold comes down lower. Otherwise, until the meantime, we wait until gold breaks that high here, 9028.514. If not, looking for the new level, new bounce. Jan says, hey Lorenzo, look at the Swiss franc Japanese yen chart 1 hour. Okay, I have a very close eye on gold. We're gonna set an alert here. We have some more liquidity underneath built up as well. Let's see how we react here. Yeah. This is exactly what it is indeed. This is on the 1 hour, so I would love to look more on the lower time frame. But in essence, this is indeed what we're looking for. Liquidity building, fair value gap underneath. These are the trade setups you can use, and you can even trade it on the 1 hour. It's definitely possible to trade it. You wait for the retracement, you put your stop loss above the high, you go for 1-to-1, and you fill up this whole gap here, and you risk like 1 or 2% right there. Boom. Pretty high win rate. Absolutely high win rate. Yes. Thank you for sharing, my friend. So when it breaks this line and it goes there, I want to see what it does. If you close a 1 minute candle right there or something in that sense, that would be fantastic. Then dollar comes up, taps into that zone. It's still looking very relatively weak right now, getting rejected. For me, that's a potential trade setup for gold here. Coming back up at least towards that level here. That was the level to break. Dollar coming down. It tapped into that zone. Got rejected. Moving back down further. So there is still more downside potential for the dollar. So gold came down, but yeah, I think we're gonna move up further here. At least retest some of these levels here. Look how we get bought up as well right now on the 15 minute. Wow. Look at that reaction. Fantastic reaction so far. Tapping into that zone. Exactly that 5-minute order block right there. This was a bullish block right here. You saw that we took out the liquidity, guys. And this is my advice to you. This is exactly what we did yesterday with GJ. Exactly the same. For the guys that remember, please watch yesterday's stream and watch the GJ trade somewhere in the middle of the stream after the interview. It was the same thing, and even on the lower time frame, what did we do? We took out the liquidity first. So we started to build liquidity to the upside. To the downside, sorry. While we're moving up, we tapped into that zone. We came back down. We took out the liquidity, and now we're tapping into this order block right here. What happened? This is where we started to expand, first of all. We started to consolidate. This is where we expanded. We're building stop losses underneath. That's what you want to see. Okay? Why? Because you take out the stop losses here. Stop losses here are taken. You come down, stop losses are taken out. While buyers are stepping in. So it's a double reaction. Double confirmation here. This is what you're looking for. That's why it's so super powerful right here. Okay? This is why you should enter on the 1 minute break. This is the reason why I put this level here. Why? You broke it. That's the level you're looking for. You put your stop loss underneath. Target right there. You look for the latest zone. What do we have here? We have more imbalance above. More imbalance above here. Okay? This is how we approach the market. And especially right now, during this moment when we really have to wait for the FOMC meeting, we're looking for instant sell opportunities. Quick moves in and out to the market. That's what we're looking for. That's how we make money. Alright? This is usually what we do. So based on that, we enter, we get triggered in, we sell one lot, right now 50% of the overall profits, boom, done. And we keep the rest open, stop loss on break even. And that's it. Life is good. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. Okay, we're coming back to fill up the imbalance. A strong reaction right now. We're gonna close down our trade. We took our trade fully, done. First trade, that's it. We're gonna get more scalps, but this is how we scalp the market. It's literally in and out, boom. Get our setup done, understand what's happening in the market. That's the most important. You understand how money is moving. What are the stop losses that are getting taken out? How is the order flow? How is it reacting? But when I am the most profitable as a trader is when there is actually volume in the market. Okay? Again, volatility equals opportunity. This is what we're looking for. Volume is what we need. Expansion is what we need. If there is no volume in the market, you get tricked. You get manipulated. You get tricked over and over and over again. This is what actually happened today during the London session. Lack of volume. Actually should avoid to trade during that time here. Okay. Machin says, Lorenzo, can we set up magic keys to make stop orders instead of limit orders? That's not possible, no. Apparently it is, it's just market orders here. Got him. This is your newest strategy on YouTube. Correct. This is exactly what I'm talking about here. The imbalance, we need to see exactly what is happening above that particular zone. And this is where it gets very interesting. Because at some point we're seeing that we start to consolidate a little bit. This could be very useful. Action. So when we have spotted the liquidity and the imbalance, now it's time to look for our break of structure. This is absolutely crucial to understand. The moment we break, we are gonna look for specific entries. And there are a couple of ways we can actually execute and manage a to play. This is extremely important, right? Because you need to know exactly if the risk to reward makes sense here. So now you are triggered in your position. You can all the way again. For you to decide how much you want. Look it up. You will find more information there. Extremely powerful strategy, guys. I cannot talk about enough about it. It's absolutely incredible. So just watch the video if you are unsure about what I'm doing here, and you will get it. You will get it, because if you get this, it's gonna work in your favor. I can tell you that here. First says, Lorenzo, I can't seem to put 0.5% risk on magic keys. Let me send me a message, man. I'll help you out, brother. No problem, no problem. We gave away 20 or 30, I don't know how many magic keys already. And we're gonna give away one as well today. Okay, who wants some magic keys? Let me know in the chat right now. Okay, XRG Gaming was first. You get one, my friend. Congrats. Send me a message. For the other guys, we're gonna do one more official Twitter giveaway later. Okay, we're coming down here, so we're breaking. Sometimes you can even trade it the other way around. And this is absolutely no joke. You can just short it from there, coming back down, stop loss above, filling up that imbalance again, and go to the downside. But you want to have a confirmation for the dollar in order to do so. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense here. And I will be careful. So I would only trade it the other way here, in my opinion, right now. So I would not trade this one right there. My Rexes, I think many of us missed trades. I will be more clear when I personally enter. But this is, keep in mind, this is the lower time frame. So this is gonna be high frequency here. Okay? This is how it's with. Look, it's exactly the same concept. It's one of the best scalping strategies I've ever used in my entire life here. Okay? But keep in mind, guys, also understand the strategy. Because if you do not understand the strategy, you're gonna be already left behind a little bit. So I want you to actually see the strategy right and understand it as well, because then you can trade it with me so easily. That's why I created a new video about it 2 days ago. High quality, to make sure you understand it, because with that understanding, trust me, it's gonna be a game changer for you. This is how it is here. So yeah, we're gonna find a new opportunity right now. Let's do it. In the meantime, we're still waiting for the higher time frame, of course. We still have a good understanding. We are going to trade the FOMC meeting. We're going to crush it. For now, we need to stick with the volatility here. Liam said set times. I said me first. I think it's from your YouTube. From my YouTube, it shows somebody else. It's sometimes happening that, you know, I see a different screen or different, you know, how do you say that? When people respond at a different time here. It has to do with your connection as well, I think. Okay, next one right now, potentially. eurjpy potentially here. If you come down a little bit more, we're taking out lows. We're tapping into that zone. This is a higher. This is a good high overall. A significant high here. Two zones right here. This is a great zone. Gupta says, hey, now we talked about the magic keys. I didn't get the keys from the 24-hour live stream win. Really? Okay, if that's the case, then please send me a message. Because then you already should have sent me a message on Discord. And then I can just see your message again from back then. If that's the case, I will give you straight away new magic keys. Absolutely. This was our initial trade here. Okay, we're looking for volatility. That's all we're looking for. Japanese yen is usually pretty volatile as well as the US30, US 100. We can take advantage of that one. Gold is right now doing very well. Some relatively smaller pairs as well, but I'm not sure if you like to trade these. Yes, okay, the USD cut could be a good next trade here. US dollar Swiss franc is number one. That's number one. US dollar, Canadian dollar, very similar. There we go. Yeah, this is great. This is great. Overall, this on the 5 minute, I think, or in the higher time frame. So there's a little bit of different approach here. You see, this is on the 1 hour. Look at that imbalance above. If you just break that level, fantastic. Massive upside potential here. Okay, so this could be also a very strong trade later on today. If you have some bullish news potentially as well. Somewhat in that particular range. We're still ranging overall here. So somewhat in that area here will be absolutely fantastic. We have that massive gap here. Keeping this one open as well. USD got very good buy for now. I do believe so. Yes. That's number one. That's number one indeed. We took out relatively strong lows as well. We are tapping into an area of demand at this particular moment. So we have that gap. If you break this level, we're gonna go up significantly in my opinion here. This is definitely the bias here. Absolutely. The euro against the Japanese yen is right here. Okay, very, very similar overall. The reason why I'm looking at this one right now, let's wait with gold, is because of the Japanese yen basket. Okay, the Japanese yen basket is right now coming up again. But at the same time, we are reaching strong area of supply very shortly here. So if we tap into that zone, what is going to happen is the moment we bounce from this zone, we're taking out some of that liquidity here. We bounce from that zone, we come back down. What are we going to see? We're going to see euro coming down here. Maybe consolidate a little bit. And then try to push this level here. That's what we're looking for. So then you go to the lower time frame. You wait for it to bounce in this zone. You go to the 5 minute chart. Or maybe even the 1 minute. You wait for the tap. You wait for the last high. You break that level. And you look at that setup. Well, Science says, why don't you trade? We just did a trade, my friend. I think maybe you just came on the stream. Welcome, if so. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Mahir says, yes, you're right, for sure. Pau says, do you use a VPN to reduce slippage? Virtual private server. I think that's what you mean here. Well, personally, yeah, sometimes. It depends on the broker. But it can be very effective indeed. And safe as well at the same time. Or Fox, I thought you're super transparent, but you just said lines. If it doesn't go in your direction, you would enter, and if it goes in the opposite, you don't count. We lose trades as well, my friend. We lose trades for sure. Trust me, we have been in very, maybe you're relative new, but we have been also in very bad losing streaks sometimes. It is what it is. USD cut is definitely the trade to do here, I think. USD cut is looking fantastic. So again, if you're new and you want to know exactly what kind of strategy I'm using, then look at this video. You will absolutely understand exactly what we're doing here. We have done so many trades already in the last 6 months right now. And we have actually perfected this strategy completely later along the way. And the second part of this video will be released on the Monday. And this is all about the management of the trading and the extra conflicts you could take consideration when actually using that strategy as well. The Rexper says, are you using the SMC strategy? Actually, yes, partially. So we're using supply and demand and fair value gap, liquidity and stuff, but we're also using trend lines, support and resistance. You know, we're using more than just SMC. I love the fact that you can do both. So you can combine everything together. The Rexper says you followed ICT. Yes, partially. He's one of these guys indeed. I've tried EMA strategies, RSI divergence with EMAs. When I started out, I did support and resistance. I did trend lines, just trend lines. And now I use everything together here. Or Fox, bro, let me know which trade you're talking about specifically. Please. Please let me know. eurjpy. Thank you, our Spires. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're doing our best here to provide valuable information to make sure that people make money here. Appreciate it. Putting a lot of time and more effort in here. So yes, US dollar, Canadian dollar is definitely the next setup to look for. Again, one more time for the people that wants to understand it. So we start, for example, with the dollar index. The currency index is where the magic is at. With the currency index, we know exactly, okay, this is where we potentially can bounce from. If we are bouncing off, or if we are in an area of demand right now for the dollar, let's say, we can say, hey, okay, perfect. Dollar index is in an area of demand. This is the perfect moment right now to look for other potential setups that are also in an area of demand. We know that the US dollar, Canadian dollar is correlated, positively correlated to the dollar index. So the moment the dollar index is in an area of demand, we look at the dollar, the US dollar, Canadian dollar. We're looking for the exact same thing right here. Okay? This is what we're looking for. So now we know, okay, the dollar makes a move. So if the dollar holds here, which it definitely could, right? Because we have seen some strong highs here. We have a strong low, couple of strong lows here right now. We already have been coming down tremendously from a significant zone. We have negative news. The volume is already decreasing. There is a chance that we can hold around this zone here. You never know 100%. So what are you going to do? You wait for the lower time frame. You go to the lower time frame. You wait for a break of structure to the upside of a particular zone. Waiting for this to break. The moment you break it, that's the moment when you look at another pair potentially as well that can be in that same zone. With gold, it's the opposite. Okay, so if gold breaks to the downside, or the dollar breaks to the downside, gold usually moves to the upside. So this is how you can look at a reaction. So now you have the dollar index, you break it, boom, US dollar, Canadian dollar. Let's see if you can break it. You go to the lower time frame, you wait for a actual reaction. And this is a potential trade setup you can look for. Another way you can look at it is to go again to the lower time frame here. To look in that particular range right now for the USD cut. And to start thinking, okay, where can they take some, where are the stop losses built up right now at this particular moment? If that is here right now, then you can say, okay, they're building stop losses above. Okay, boom, another potential conflict you can take consideration here. So they take stop losses as well. Right now they're building a lot of zones here. So you can look for that particular option. You can understand also from another perspective that the dollar is in an area of demand right now. We're coming and breaking that zone. You go to that same time frame. And you're looking for a potential move here. But this setup looks very good on the mid time frame here. And the reason why is because we have that massive gap above that particular zone. So the moment you break it, after tapping into this area of demand, while you took out the liquidity and stop loss underneath, that's the moment you're going to go up tremendously. You shoot up pretty much. And that's the way we approach the market here. And that's the way we're going to make sure that we are catching these particular moves right now. All right. The reason why a lot of guys in the chat are frustrated is because sometimes there is also, first of all, a delay on the chat. On the 1 minute, when I enter this strategy on the 1 minute, usually it's too quick for some people. They get frustrated, they cannot follow the trades, they get annoyed at me, and so on and so on. They're gonna become suspicious, they think, well, maybe this is not legit, not transparent. Trust me, everything that we do here has been transparent from the beginning. I've been failing, I've been winning. Overall, we have been going in a tremendous winning streak this year. Last year was a little bit less. That's just the way it is here. We have our good months, our bad months right now. Now we're in a good month. So this is just the way it is. And we're going to keep pursuing the same strategy. However, we have been tweaking it and making it better and better over time. Because with data comes improvement. We have improved this strategy a lot based on certain metrics here. Lorenzo, I don't think the dollar will break structure towards the upside. Yeah, that's how we play the game. So you wait for it to happen. That will push the US dollar, Canadian dollar. And that can be a catalyst of a reaction here. Keep in mind, the dollar has been moving down all day. Since yesterday, pretty much we have been coming down. Pretty much all evening. We started consolidate. We have been coming down tremendously from there on. But at some point, we need to see some sort of bounce as well. And this is only an amazing strategy, an amazing thing for the FOMC meeting. Because when the FOMC meeting comes, usually you see they lead you in one direction, they build up liquidity on one side. During the FOMC meeting, they take out that liquidity to the other side. The USD cut is 1. eurjpy is 2, but we have not mitigated into this specific zone right now. Depends how we can close this particular candle. So this 30-minute candle is great. This is what you want to see, especially above an area of demand. Japanese yen, again, if the Japanese yen drops, this will pump. So what I wanted to teach you guys is every single stream usually. And this is why I think our success rate has been improving tremendously over the last couple of months, is by understanding the correlations very well and using areas of supply and demand also for the currency index, not to trade from, but to use it as an indication here. So if we now, for example, come up and we tap into that zone, and we're going to see a rebound or a bounce from this particular zone, that's the moment for us to say, hey, potentially, if the Japanese yen drops right now, euro is going to go up. The euro Japanese yen is going to go up here. So this is what you want to see. You want to see that reaction. And that can be a beautiful trigger here. Keep in mind, it needs to be connected towards an imbalance. That's the most important right now. EURUSD, okay, let's have a look here. We have an alert. We're gonna put an alert here. Okay, euro is indeed tapping into that, coming up higher right now. We are coming close. We are still in that zone. 3-minute zone, 3-minute area of supply right now, tapping into that range. Yeah, so we have news coming very shortly here. Mark says, nice thumbnail. Thank you, my brother. We got an amazing dude, amazing guy in the community. This is all community-based, guys. Everything that we do here is community-based. That's why we have such an amazing team here. We have an amazing designer in our team, in our community in general. It's perfect. And a trader and a designer. Absolute animal right there. So we are tapping into this 3-hour zone. Okay, that's great. We are building liquidity to the downside. That's even better. This was the last low. Why? Because this low created this high. Okay? So if that's the case, you want to see that low getting broken. You know that there's liquidity underneath. You know that there is a fair value gap underneath. You know that we are in a 3-hour area of supply. What do we need to see? We need to see the dollar doing the same thing here. Making a move up here. We're already right now consolidating. At the same time, we're building liquidity right now to the downside. That's the move we want to make. All right? So let's break it. The euro will come down. We will break that level. That could be a new trade for us. Okay. We tap into that zone. We see that break happening. We break the low. Stop loss above the high. We're going for lower targets here. Let's see what the potential targets are. We have this particular zone. It's important. A lower high will be even better. We're building clear liquidity right now to the downside. A lot of stop losses are built up underneath here. This is an important low. Why is it an important low? Well, this low potentially created that high. This is the reason why we're right now consolidating here. Okay, this is the reason why we're right now holding exactly in that zone. Actually, it's like a small area of demand right now. That's why. So there are some orders that need to be filled here. Usually what happens is that you take out these orders. If there is a lot of liquidity built up underneath, you maybe even take out the highs and then start drop. Sell off from there. I'm very curious to what you guys think about the FOMC meeting. What do you guys think will happen with the dollar? Okay, we're gonna set up a new poll very shortly here. I want to know what you guys are thinking about the dollar here in general. What is gonna happen? Let me create a new poll right now. I want to know what you guys think in regards to the FOMC. So dollar up or down, okay? Dollar up or down? Dollar up or down? Let me know in the chat. All right, 724 guys watching. Thank you so much. My name is Lorenzo. I think a lot of you guys are new here. We have been crushing the charts lately. Okay, a lot of guys we're building an amazing community. A lot of guys are profiting from what we're doing here. We do not always win. All right, we have to be honest here. But right now we're on a very, very good streak here whatsoever. If you want to join the community as well, you can join our Discord for free. We have analysis, we have weekly analysis as well. We have our mentor charts. Links in the description. In the meantime, we have 109 votes. 66% of you guys think the dollar is going to go up. Some of you guys think down. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, we're starting to consolidate right now. We started to range a little bit. But what are we doing right now for the dollar? If you look at here on the 30 minute or the 50 minute right now, guys, maybe even 10, this is what they like to do. During news events, this is what they like to do right now for the dollar. They like to build up liquidity here. This is the only thing I'm going to say. They like to take out and build up enough liquidity right now. So that there is enough volume, there is enough liquidity available for a major move. Not saying we're going to go up here. It totally depends on Jerome Powell here. We have no influence in regards to that particular event, but usually somebody knows what the outcome is going to be. And I'm not saying who it is because we don't know, but somebody knows. I can tell you that. So they are preparing. All right. They are preparing. They're fooling, leveraging all that liquidity built up here. So where are all the stop losses built? Underneath, above here, right? In regards to the euro, where are all the stop losses built up on the higher time frame? Underneath. Gold, underneath. All of these things are coming together right now. So we're gonna see. We're gonna wait and see here. Dollar making moves. There we go. We're coming. We're making moves right now. Liquidity above doesn't mean it go continue to go up. Not particularly continue now, but definitely taking out the liquidity first. $240 votes. 68% of you guys think that the dollar will go up here. That is absolutely significant right there. That is a significant reaction. 67%, 250 votes. Very curious what the guys will think here if we have like 400 votes, 500 votes here. We will find out. We will find out. There we go. We're building. We're starting to come out here. We break in this particular zone for the dollar. Let's see if the euro then... if the euro will break that low. Right now we're holding there. Frank says, oh god, that means it will go down, and many of us think it will go up. Potentially, yes. Dean says, you told me about Blueberry, but I cannot use it because I'm a United States citizen. What platform can I use? Good question, my friend. I think a lot of guys are in the community can help you out here. I'm not that particularly familiar with brokers that are United States brokers. Because I think that's the rule, correct? That you can only use a broker from the US. That's what I think is definitely potentially the case here. Okay, so again, the USD cut is still on my radar, guys. It's a higher time. It's like a 30-minute setup, 15-minute setup here. Want to break the highs here, coming back up after that consolidation. So consolidation, expansion. EURUSD is a lower time frame setup, but we're building some. We're starting to build liquidity right now to the upside. So I'm gonna be a little bit careful yet. We're starting to build a trend right now to the downside. That's usually what you do not want to see here. Let's see how the dollar reacts. So about the dollar closure above this level. Gives us an indication for the EURUSD. Gonna keep a very close eye on it right now. We're gonna put an alert. Glazia says, thank you, Lorenzo. My P&L is up by 900%. So amazing, amazing. Great news. Yes, I got a lot of amazing messages from you guys. Appreciate it. Cannot all be perfect, of course. But yeah, I'm happy. Thank you. We're starting to really formulate right now a significant momentum here to the downside. Trying to break that particular low. Is still stronger low. That's why it took a while here. Dollar needs to close above 3 minutes. Looking pretty good. Imbalance here. Okay, we're coming in. We're coming in. There we go. Wait for the closure. Dollar breaking. We have that fair value gap right above here. No closure yet. No closure. That's the reason why we wait for a closure to the downside. Now we have just a liquidity sweep here. Usually that's the key difference here between a liquidity sweep and an actually coming down here. It's the closure here. Stop orders get triggered. If it comes back right now, again, underneath, that's the moment for us to potentially look for a trade right now. Because then it came down. It went up, it gets still pushed down right now. That's the moment we can look for the entry. Hey, affiliate, do you show all your trades free here on YouTube? Yes, sir. Absolutely. Okay, quickly show noobs how to draw supply and demand zones. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that for sure. Absolutely. That fair value gap is a good target for the dollar as well. We have to take this in consideration if it goes there. Gold sell now. We're gonna go over gold later. Gonna go over gold a little bit later here. Nugini says, I'm late as always. Are you planning to stay late, Lorenzo? Yes. We're gonna stay late here. We're gonna see how long we're gonna stream right now. Yesterday we streamed 4.5 hours right here. 4.5 hours. USD got pushing. Yes, this is gonna be a setup for later right now. There we go. So we are in EU right now at this particular moment. Slight loss right here at the moment. Let's see how we develop. There we go. Stop loss above that high there. Gia Dennis says, Lorenzo, are you streaming later during FOMC? Yeah, let's see how far we get it here. Usually we stream this, I'm doing a private session Because the FOMC is like 4 hours from now. 4 hours from now, but maybe. Maybe, yes. We have to cover the FOMC, I think. Maybe we can actually take a little break and push on later on. Or we're gonna do it in the V2 right here. One of those. Thoughts on GJ? Let's go over GJ indeed. Yeah, we're coming down. Yesterday we had amazing upside. We took that whole range to the upside here. That was amazing, amazing entry. We have news coming very shortly. We're going to keep a close eye on it as well. So personally, in regards to GJ, right now I think we're going to make a little bit more downside. We're going to come down a little bit more. And then waiting on the Japanese yen here to tap into that zone. I think this is the most important reaction. Waiting for the Japanese yen to tap into that particular zone and then make an actual move to the downside. What is your stop loss on EU? My stop loss is at 109.084 here, above that high, above that area of supply. Lorenzo, do you prefer zero spread or zero commission? It depends on your account size, right? It totally depends on your account size, in my opinion. If you have enough, if your account size is reasonable, like very decent, I would say, you know, you should go for the commission, of course. But if you are, if you have a smaller account, you should go for the low spreads. In the end, you want to look at a broker that's more trustworthy and that can offer you the low spreads. But everyone is talking about spreads. Everyone thinks that spreads are the most important thing. And yes, it's important. But the slippage, the actual response time of the servers you're trading on, this is where things get tricky. Because if you have a late response time and there is volatility in the market and you make a decision, you can get wigged into a position way too late, and you're gonna lose a lot of money potentially. So spreads are important, yes. Slippage are absolutely more important than spreads in general here. Okay, dollar tapped into that area of demand. Let's see how we react here. Let's see if we can aim for this fair value gap above. If that's the case, we will get our trade here. If not, we will get stopped out. Zoolander says 100%. I know people that have had accounts crushed by slippage. Slippage is one of the most important metrics. Truly, I've seen so many people getting wrecked with slippage, and also, for example, not getting wigged in. If you have a limit order, you don't get wigged in, for example, where you should have. I wonder who experienced this already in the chat as well. We have news coming in a couple minutes. So we're gonna prepare right now for the news. We need to see what will happen. I do not expect a major reaction here, but let's see. Michael says, GJ was my first trade with the community yesterday. Great trade. I used my own entry strategy, but the same target. So cool to have a community to trade with after trading 2 years on my own. Wow, legend. Absolutely fantastic, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate it as well. And I completely agree. It's one of the most important things here to take consideration. Finding a community. You get so much more data, so much more reflection, so many opinions right now. And sometimes it can be annoying because sometimes you get distracted, right? You were thinking one thing and then somebody else says this, and then you're like, oh man, maybe he's right, close my position, and it went to your direction. So the most important thing is to always stick to your own bias. But take the information, lock it in, and use it. You know, that's definitely something that you can do here. Lorenzo, okay, quickly show how you draw supply and demand rectangles. Yeah, sure, of course. So you look at particular candles in the market, right? So you look at, for example, a couple of different ways you can look at it. For example, I need to show you a couple of examples right here, but overall you look for bearish, bearish candles or bullish, bullish candles, okay? I actually made a video about it, explaining exactly in depth how you can trade supply and demand. Supply and demand is one of the main principles, but I like trend lines as well. And I love the combination, but in essence, an area of supply is usually, there are a couple of different ways you can look at it. There are patterns you can recognize to look for areas of supply or demand. That's number one. Besides patterns, you can look for candles, right? You have order blocks in the size of candles right here. You can use. These are looking like this, for example. This is an indecisive candle right here. So we have a bullish candle, a bullish candle, a bearish candle, and a bullish candle right here. This bearish candle, wicks on either side, that's definitely an area of demand right here. Another way you can look at it is by looking at 3 candles and looking at the move itself. So we have a drop, base, rally. All right, so this is a drop, base, rally. Rally is higher than the drop. Okay, so drop, this candle, base, rally. Okay, rally, base, drop, drop, base, drop, rally, base, rally. There are a couple of different ways you can look at it right here. All right. I'll actually have a video about it as well. You can use it and you can come to your conclusion right there. I have 2 parts, supply and demand, part 1 and part 2. But the way I think I can provide value to the community here is by not just live trade, but also come with a new angle. So not just like supply and demand, SMC, no, not only that, or only trend lines. No, I try to mix things up, formulate new strategies using different tools. This is what I tend to look out for here. Okay, what we want to see right now, we want to close underneath this blue line here. It's very important to do so. Then we have created a new low. That could be quite interesting here. Dollar is still holding in the zone. This is great so far. Let's see if we can go for this particular fair value gap. If that gap is there, then the euro will definitely push us down here. And put a target right there. Could be fantastic. Again, stop loss is taken underneath. Qualify says you had a huge impact on the trading community. Your entry style, something SMC has never seen. Thank you for showing us how to enter with a much higher win rate. Yeah, appreciate it, my man. I do believe that that's the key here. Yes, it's a little bit of a lower, how do I say that? Lower risk to reward, of course. But at the same time, it's so powerful, so beneficial as well. First news bullish for the dollar. Okay, that's great. That's what we wanted to see. I think we are waiting for the news in 30 minutes. Maybe have some medium news here. Let me see. Yeah, okay, the manufacturing. Okay, yeah, that's really that important right now at the moment. Dollar coming down. That means we're gonna get stopped out right now. I think we're gonna, yeah, we're stopped out here on the eurjpy. So we are 1-1. Could have ended on break even actually. Could have ended on break even. Why? Because it came down after it tapped into the area of supply. Came down to the entry. Could have stopped on break even here. There was a possibility to do so. At the same time, the dollar created a higher high. So that was the reason why I stayed in. Overall 1-1 here. Let me add this in. There we go. Perfect. All right. Let's go to the next one. Very, very similar. Looking for the bounce. The strategy stays exactly the same here. People say gold, 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 gold. Let's see. Okay, gold right now, yes. Gold is making a move. Mushy Moose or Fox, if you don't like what I do, then don't be here. Don't be on the stream. Okay, gold is in an area of supply right now. This is what you're looking for. is supply resistance, is supply and demand resistance and support? I see what you mean, but usually you can see it as resistance support, but there is a difference between support and resistance lines and actually supply and demand. Of course. Of course there is. Mike says, I see still potential for EURUSD short. Just waiting for now. Didn't enter earlier because of news. Yeah, let's see. We're waiting for a new structure here, and then we're going to look for a new potential setup indeed. Eight minutes for the next news here. The ISM manufacturing, the JOLTS opening. Okay, euro coming up. Let's remove everything here. Still the equal lows underneath. We're still going to take this into consideration. At some point, we're going to see a major reversals here. So we're just waiting for it right now to... I'm going to wait at least for the euro to wait and to tap into the zone first. And then based on that, we're going to look for the retracement. We're coming very close here. We need to go to 109.4. Okay, dollar right now, guys. This is the absolute most important moment for the dollar, the most important zone, which is the 101.7 coming into this 4-hour area of demand. We tapped into this one beforehand. The question is right now, are we going to hold it in this level? Are we going to break it? Are we going to see new lows here? This is absolutely crucial for the dollar to understand here, where we are actually heading towards to right now. At the same time, a euro coming up here. Gold, let's see what gold is doing. Gold getting rejected by the 30-minute zone. I know a lot of guys are actually not trading today during the volatility up and down. The only way to get out of it is just to trade ranges. This is the only way we're looking for it. We're going to trade ranges. Then we're going to look for the structures right now. We are coming very close right now towards that particular zone. We need to wait for the reaction. At some point, we have to take out a massive amount of liquidity, or at least a massive gap underneath. It's a very, very wild day. Look at that reaction in general. Coming down, coming up, coming down, coming on, down hard, coming up again. All right, so we are preparing. People are unsure. Very, very wild day. This can definitely have an effect here on trading in general. Forex, my man, chill, chill, chill. All good, brother. Life is good, bro. It's okay. Most important level to break for gold is, of course, the 1923 right now. Hardly less. Why are people so salty today? I have no idea, bro. I have no idea what's happening. I think it's the FOMC meeting, guys. It's the FOMC. We need to get the FOMC done. We need to go back to our regular schedule, our regular trading volume in the market. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen here. So we're hopping constantly right now between the dollar index, the euro, and gold. Usually, we still have the USD cut here, but we need to break significant structure first to the upside before it makes sense here. So let's break it. Let's wait for the dollar. We are again in that 4-hour area of the month. Based on that reaction, we're going to see if we're going to hold here or not. This is a key moment here. We have news coming 2 minutes. There we go. Should be 2 minutes. Yes. Let me make sure. Okay, 1 minute to go. Very important. Dollar is in an area of demand right now on the 4-hour. What's going to be? Going to be bullish or bearish? Or at least going to be green or red in terms of the reaction here. Based on that, we know what to do here. For example, gold is looking nice. Let's say the dollar comes up right now. Very interesting. But again, we are still preparing for tonight. Adeo says, please, can you talk more on how to understand news results on Forex Factory? Yeah, so this is the same thing. It's very similar. Literally very similar. So red is bad for the dollar. Green is good for the dollar. That's what you need to look at. You need to look at the color of the outcome. That's usually what you're looking for. Okay, of course there are a lot of different things here. So when the interest rate is higher, doesn't mean that it has to be, usually it's green. Okay, it's good for the dollar in this case. So this we're gonna find out. So we have red, we have green. So now we have kind of a 50-50 reaction here. Okay, let's see what the actual reaction will be. So far green. Gold down. Coming down at this specific moment. We're gonna break some lows hopefully here. Let's see. This is a structure that we need to break first. Euro, interesting, very interesting, not particularly moving. Very, very interesting. Gold is definitely reacting. EU is quite strong. Yes, sir. Absolutely. Gold, yeah, waiting for structure to break first right now. 1923.4. That's what we want to break here. You got a music play? Yeah, I got a music playlist, my friend. Yeah. Sometimes forget to switch it up. My bad. My bad. Let's make it nicer. Let's make it better. You're right. Raheem says gold inverted as a S pattern. Head and shoulders, you mean? Head and shoulders pattern. Yeah, I see what you mean here, but like in general, usually I don't really look at these patterns. I've seen so many times when we see head and shoulders patterns or inverted head and shoulders patterns here, we see the right shoulder, we see the neckline, sorry, the left shoulder, neckline, right shoulder, and then we saw up from there. I've seen this many times as well. So I'm not really into these specific patterns personally, and I've traded a bunch of them. Just for me, no. I tend to look for I tend to trade market structure usually. So wait for this low to break. Then we have two zones right here that could potentially be interesting here. We are breaking. That's great. Good start so far. What kind of indicators do you use for strategy? Usually I tend to look for not much actually, man. Ace in session range, number 1. Could be very good. Sunday open, number 2. That's it. That's pretty much it. Okay, we're breaking structure. Harley says, Lorenzo, how are you doing today? I'm doing good, my friend. All good. How are you, my friend? Leslie, Lorenzo, you dream about charts? Man, I have been dreaming about charts. Yes. Rally-based rally, drop-based drop, drop-based rally, rally-based drop. Yeah, 100%, my friend. I have been I had moments in my life, literally a couple years ago, where I literally were behind the charts maybe like 14 hours a day, like checking charts, not even like trading well, but just looking at charts and data and charts and data and patterns and this and the EMA and then this indicator, that indicator, MACD, RSI, all of it. That at some point when you go to bed, yeah, you start like constantly thinking about like, it goes into your unconscious. It's absolutely crazy. So after a while, you have to take a step back here. But also when you become a better trader after a certain point, you start to realize that you do not have to trade. Why I'm so much behind the charts right now is for you guys. That's the only reason. If not, I would maybe go literally, if I would just trade by myself without streaming with you guys, I would probably trade like the London Open 30 minutes before, open the charts, look at the setup, look at the London or Asian low, look at the Asian high or low of a particular chart, look at the dollar, think, okay, potentially this direction, okay, Asian low of gold, done. That's it. One trade a day, that's it. Maybe 2, maybe we catch like the manipulate the London high, manipulate the London low. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's say London low, boom, done. One particular trade, That's it. That's the only thing that we're looking for. And I trade maybe 2 trades a day max. And that's it. 1 or 2% a day. Done. Try to do this multiple times a week. And you're done. So this is what I'm trying to do with you guys as well. It is that we're actually streaming right now here. Live on YouTube. But for example, in the Discord, when we trade, usually what we're doing here is to focus literally on the actual, time efficiency. Because I know many of you guys are going to school or maybe have a job. Maybe have to make some money. You're not profitable yet, but you want to become profitable traders. So, you go to your regular work, your regular job, school, education, whatever it is. And at the same time, you want to trade. Well, then the best thing to be is to be as time efficient as possible. So the best way to learn how to trade is also to be as time efficient as possible. Okay, so you learn by doing. That's number 1 priority. Learn by doing. Number 2 is you want to just use the chart wisely. You don't want to stare at a chart because your brain can only make a couple of very good decisions each particular day. That's why you see people making money. They make like 3 amazing trades in a row. They make a lot of money. And then from this particular moment, they start losing 1 trade and the 2nd trade and the 3rd trade in a row. And then they start going to that very negative spiral and they blow their account. So less is more, guys. Less is more. That's the conclusion. So right now, if you close below it, we're going to look for the retracement. A little bit of a different approach here. Potential re-entry based on the reaction here. Maybe even go to the lower time frame and see what we can do here. We have 1 zone right there. We have another zone above that zone. So one of these particular levels here is some sort of execution based on the particular outcome. But when you are a 9-to-5 job, I think it's better to swing trade, day trade. You can scalp. 1 scalp a day keeps the financial doctor away, my friend. If you can literally prove that you are a profitable trader, then, you can take 1 trade a day, done. You don't have to take a swing trade position because it's possible, but swing trading, you need to be a little bit more active in my opinion. Can you say something about a confirmation? When to wait for a breakout, when to better wait for a retest. So for example, this is definitely a retest. Why is this a retest? You want to see exactly, for example, let's say we were here in this zone. We tapped into that zone and we broke it right here. Then this could have been an entry. Stop loss right there underneath. But when we saw the chart, we were already round about a little bit below. So because of that, we are looking right now for the retest. Because it has to come directly from an area of demand. For example, right now the USD cut is in an area of demand. And it's also consolidating right here. This is actually looking absolutely fantastic, guys. I'm definitely going to look for a long for the USD cut shortly. This is definitely something that I'm looking for here. Absolutely. The USD cut is looking actually absolutely fantastic. So the overall accumulation part is where the magic usually happens. So this is what you want to see. You want to wait for the accumulation. This created a significant higher high as well. Look at this particular zone. Which is harder, Lorenzo, swing or scalping? I would say that scalping is harder. And the reason why scalping is harder is because of the management of the trade here. So gold again coming down, broken the lows, getting bought up again. So we're gonna wait for that retracement. Can be the zone, we need to see. USD cut is looking very, very good. I have to say, I'm very, very impressed with how the USD cut right now is developing here. We're building a lot of liquidity on the upside. We have equal highs above here as well. Still built up here, and I think there is just a lot of upside potential on the higher time frame as well. So overall, I really like what I see right now for the USD cut here. So any particular retracement, I would actually maybe start looking for long very shortly here. We have our target already here, which is the first target, which is the equal highs that are built up here. That's what you want to see. At least getting taken out. You saw that liquidity getting taken out underneath first. You came down, then that massive reaction to the upside. Nick says, I have an idea, Lorenzo. You should do a song. Explain your strategy. No doubt will go viral. That could be interesting. That could be. Yes, why not? Why not? Lorenzo, please tell me what is the POC? That's the point of control, my friend. Point of control. Point of control is an area where the most volume has been traded. So for example, when you look here, this is the range. This is an exact range. You can use it. And this is the point of control. Okay, the point of control means the area where the most volume has been traded in that range. If you then look at it, you can use it potentially as an area of support. Can be very beneficial. I'm gonna enter a USD cut trade potentially shortly, and I'm gonna hold it for a while. I think I'm gonna go a little bit lower risk, potentially hold it for a while as well. Target, our first target is for sure already the equal lows here. But any particular retracement would be amazing. If you can see that right now coming back into that zone, potentially look for longer. See how we react. Tapping into that zone. And then potentially taking these highs out. That would be fantastic. Okay, so the gold chart. Yes, we are still waiting for the retracement. Maybe a little bit higher. Okay, I know that there is some resistance right here, but I want to see this retracement at least coming to the 15-minute. Looking for the retracement. Continuation, and then to the downside here. EURUSD looks weak. Yes, EURUSD is indeed relatively weak right now. We came back down towards the zone here. We got rejected by the zone. This is actually great. Looking very, very good. USD CAD making the moves right now. It's going for the highs already. Dollar coming down, gold coming down, dollar coming up, sorry, gold coming down. Are you going to trade during the interest rate decision? Yes, sir. Absolutely. We're preparing for this as well. That's why the market is so crazy right now. Extremely volatile as well. Dollar coming up. USD CAD is going to be one of our best performers this year. There we go. This is the most important zone that we wanted to break. This is going to be huge for the USD CAD here, guys. Great reaction so far. We have this bigger zone right now that we're creating. This could give us a bigger push to the upside. So I'm definitely interested in looking to go for the USD CAD here. Look for a long right now. The highs are taken out here. That's great. Now this is great. This is really good. So we're gonna wait for the retracement, and that could be a great entry here. Something that's very interesting right now. Also, the dollar needs to break that high first. It's very important that we break that particular high. But the USD CAD is reacting so aggressively as well. And the beautiful thing about it is that we have been consolidating fantastically right now. While we still have that massive imbalance above here. That massive imbalance above. So that combination is usually a very good sign here. Farrow says there's a rumor about the Federal Reserve expected to hike interest by an additional 45 base points, not 25. If that's the case, then I'm not sure if that's true, but if that's the case, then the dollar is going to go up tremendously. Absolutely. That's very good. It's very good. So we broke above our level. This was the most important level to break right now. It also took out some of these levels. Liquidity here, stop loss that were there particularly, I think. At this given moment right now, there is so much more upside potential right now, I think, for the US dollar, Canadian dollar. So I think this is definitely the trade I'm gonna watch out for right now in the next coming minutes, hours, whatever. I think this has just a lot of potential right now. We have the crude oil inventories. Usually it's a medium reaction. It's not really that insane here. FOMC statement is in literally 2.5 hours from now, 3 hours from now. Roughly 3 hours here. So that is pretty interesting right there. Okay, USD CAD's making good moves. We have some slight resistance here, but it's nothing really major. I think that huge fall, that huge liquidity grab here, or that pretty much the trend that we broke to the downside. We broke that trend here, and we just free falled all the way down here. For people that traded just trend lines, congrats, because there were a lot of stop losses built up underneath that level here. However, what tends to happen when you see that is that the imbalance is there left yet to be filled. Okay, so this is important. We tapped into that 4 hour. zone. We are mitigating. This is the moment. So this is the reason why we are entering long here. That live says, sorry to bother. What happens if the news said hawkish? What do you mean with hawkish? Sorry. What do you mean with hawkish? Oh, if Jerome Powell says that the recession will come, well, trust me, we're going to see a major move for dollar. Gold is going to dump. Euro USD is going to dump. Indices are going to dump. So yeah, that's what we're ready for. That's why this is one of the most important zones to take consideration here. Gogan says, I'm from Indonesia. Apa kabar, my friend? If that is what hawkish means, then gold will drop. Gold will go down. Then gold will definitely come down. Okay, this is the moment for me personally right now to enter right in this zone. Let's see what the 5-minute candle does here with 1 minute left. Let's see if he can close above this level. If that's the case, we're going to look for a trade setup. Stop loss above. And this is going to be a longer trade here. And we're going to secure ourselves later as well. Somewhat in that particular range. Stop loss underneath. Taking profits is way up here. We have just a lot more side potential here right now that we're looking for, in my opinion. That whole gap here has yet to be filled here. We have been consolidating here strong. Usually this is a very good sign here. But I'm going to wait for the 5-minute closure first right now. So let's see what the reaction will be. Why not enter on the retracement for a smaller stop loss, higher risk reward? Possible. Personal preference. If price gets there, of course. Because Aspen said, Lorenzo, with scalping say I want to buy. Gold at 1922, and it's in an area of demand, but still I miss out because it hit 1923. When scalping say I want to buy gold at 1922.5. Sorry, my friend, I do not understand your question. I did not buy yet, no. We close underneath. Hey Lorenzo, if the Fed will raise the interest rate by 0.5, are we entering the recession? I don't think we the thing is that, like, are we not already in a recession? That's the whole question, right? That's the whole discussion here. In regards to 0.5 basis points, if that happens, the dollar will go up. Strong, very strong. And I would not be surprised if that actually happens here. So yeah, we have been talking about it for a long time already. Havik says the world is not going to be in a recession. I don't know about that, brother. The reason why I think that, personally, while we are potentially heading into a recession, is because of the retail sales. I think this is one of the main things you can look at. It's the CPI in combination with the actual retail sales. So how much people are spending and pumping into the economy here. The problem is that right now, the debt of credit card companies is at an all-time high, right? Especially under the consumer. So under the regular you and me, for example, right? There is so much more debt right now that people will need to be careful. They need to be, a lot of people are wiped out during the last 2 years. Do take that in consideration here. So when the CPI is going up, when inflation is going up, and the retail sales are going down, it's one of the biggest signs of an actual recession or potential recession. And I think this is a very undervalued news outcome. Potentially look at the calendar and stuff when there's retail sales. Not many people take it serious, but it actually is one of the most important reactions. Maybe not price-wise or price action-wise, but in terms of an indication how healthy the economy is. Absolutely. That in combination with the GDP are maybe the most important, is maybe the most important data. So we're waiting right now. Now we're going to go for the retracement. I think better because we have been closing underneath, and now we are going back to that zone. So we're going to go back to this area of the month. One of these zones, we have a 10-minute zone here. We have a 15-minute zone here. Now it's time to wait for that particular retracement. Ovidio says, by the way, Matt, what are you using for your hair? Nothing, man. Sun. Bali sun, my friend. Gold is coming up as well right now. We are coming close here, but overall it's about the dollar. We are getting pushed down pretty significant as well. But I have to say, the US dollar Canadian dollar is holding so strong at this specific moment. Imagine right now the fact that we still created a massive shock to the upside. We have that reaction. We took out this highs here while the dollar actually got pushed down. It's a very good sign here. So if the dollar goes up, fantastic. Then the US dollar Canadian dollar will fly. Patrick says, man, I don't know why, but I have a 10 out of 10 chance when I hold a trade, it comes back and stops me out. When I take profits in early 15, 20 pips, it runs 60, 80 pips. We all have been there, brother. We all been there. Switcher Broadcast says, if you could give one piece of advice to your younger self when you started, what would it be? I would build a skill, my friend, and focus on one particular skill. Regardless of what it is here. Overall dollar is still showing a lot of weakness here. No signs here whatsoever. But at the same time, you see what we're building. We're building a tons and tons of liquidity here to the upside. A lot of people that are short here, they do not take their positions out. So at some point, after tapping into this 4-hour zone, which we are still in right now, we are still bouncing from this zone here. This is going to give us a very strong indication potentially where we're going to bounce from. So if we start to build, you know, start to consolidate here, we have to be very aware, very sharp right now. USD cut is coming down to our zone potentially. We are going to see exactly at the point of control here. Okay, the point of control, that could be a great entry. How do you use the point of control? Use the point of control in combination with an area of demand or supply. So this is an area of demand. This is the whole range. You draw the fixed range volume profile from the left to the right. You break structure to the upside. So kind of a change of character to the upside here. Change character to the downside. Break structure to the downside. Change character to the upside. Breaking it higher, use this one right here internally. Breaking structure to the upside, then coming back down to the point of control. Then that could be a nice entry. Overall looking very, very good here. We're going to see at least some sort of retracement towards, I think, one of these levels here. Some of them, the 134. That's what we want to see right now. Dave says Wyckoff or SMC. I would say SMC. If I could choose, yeah. I mean, what can you say here? So this is like a we came down, we had the selling climax here. Automatic rally. Second test, spring, creating that high test, then this is the reaction, right? Then this could be the entry here. From a wick-off perspective, you would see something like this happen. If you would say, if you use wick-off, then this could be an accumulation scheme. If you look at it this way, then this could be the spring, this could be the second test, the spring, the final test, the rally, and then the retracement continuation. But I would prefer SMC if I could choose between Wyckoff and SMC here. Overall, just waiting right now for the dollar to make a move. That's it. Based on this, we're gonna see a reaction here. But great question, thank you. Ashwin says, thank you so much for your last videos of your strategy you made. and learned a lot. Implemented also, made around $600 from that eurjpy. You are the most transparent trader. Keep growing. Amazing. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, we have to be patient. We have to understand, guys, today is a very, very important day, right? We have the FOMC meeting. If you are trading right now, be just very careful. Be very aware. We are kind of break even right now. We had 1 win, 1 loss. This is quite common, to be honest, before these major news. You can still try to trade. But the most important thing is that you understand what's happening in the market right now or later, in a couple hours here. Because if you nail your entry now, at this specific moment, and you nail down your perfect entry, you can make a very good trade. So this is what we're focusing on. Yes, we're scalping, but we're trying to catch our entry right now. And the USD cut is something that I really like. Elite says, make sure to set your stop loss today. 100%, my friend. 100%. So yes, I completely agree. Be very careful. So what can happen is that we're going to break out this scheme. At least this is what we want to see. Coming down to first to 50, which makes sense here. This is this particular range. Somewhat in that range. Actually could be a great target. This is 50. That could be the target we're looking for here. This first zone is taken out. This is great. Great to see here. The point of control is right there. And that's it. That's pretty much the reaction we're looking for. So yeah, tapping into one of these zones. Trading that higher high. Dollar, USD cut is holding very strong, even though the dollar is moving down a little bit. So that's a very good sign, USD. So let's see how the dollar is going to hold. Mark says, I've only 1 loss. That's okay. It's not too bad, my friend. Not too bad. Losing is part of the game here. People tend to look at the live streams also here, for example, and they tend to focus on every stream. But what you need to do is you need to zoom out. It's not about what you do that specific day. It's how you spread it out over a month. What is the result after one particular month? This is where the magic happens. This is where you're gonna become profitable here, because you can have one amazing trading day and then be, you know, have 20 losing days after that, right? So you want to be consistent as possible. This is what we're looking for, but still making sure that we're spreading it out here. Already 340 likes. Thank you so much. Today is absolutely insane. Today is one of the biggest days as well. So I appreciate all of you for coming. We are trading 3 days a week for sure, sometimes 4. We have our community. We have 6,000 members in our family already right now. It's absolutely crazy. We're going to do a giveaway very soon. It's always time for giveaways. I give away every single day at least 1 magic key, sometimes 2. It depends on how I feel here. We have 1 already right now for 1 particular winner. We're gonna give away one more today. If you want to know what a Magic Keys is, the Magic Keys is one of the best tools that you can use when trading, in my opinion, especially scalping. Not particularly swing trading or day trading, can be used as well. But for scalping, this is absolutely fantastic because you can enter real quick. You don't have to think about lot sizes. It calculates it for you automatically here. It's really, really nice. So yes, if you guys are ready, we can do a giveaway very shortly as well. That would be amazing. What does the bars in the PO point of control mean? That's the point of control, my friend. In this particular range, we have this whole accumulation range right here. That's what we're doing. We have this whole particular range. We have this particular zone in that range. We see exactly what the volume is traded in this particular range here. So what do we see? We're seeing that in the middle, this is where the point of control is at. The point of control is where the most volume is traded. So what can act as volume? Volume can also act as support. Volume can act as resistance, right? This is what we're looking for. Big shout out to Ivy. Again, thank you so much. We're gonna use this straight away for the giveaway. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. To give you a magic keys back. So guys, for sure, I would say that the USD cut is one of the best examples right now. Why? Because the dollar is showing some weakness, while the USD cut is actually still holding relatively strong here. Usually it's a very good sign. So what it means is that, first of all, the Canadian dollar is extremely weak right now. Do take that in consideration. Canadian dollar is extremely weak. Okay. Let's go to lower time frame here. Let's see what we're doing here for the Canadian dollar. We're looking good. We're looking very good here. Two ways we can look at it. We can wait for the retracement, or you can potentially look for the entry when we break again. Why? Because we already have taken out the liquidity beforehand. So because we have taken out the liquidity already, it could be great if you again come above here. We had 883 votes on our poll here, right? 66% says up, 34% says down. So that's very interesting. Wow. EU touching point of interest. I would wait a little bit. I think we can break the highs. I think it's definitely possible to break the highs first. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's definitely possible that we break these highs first. Absolutely. We came back down, tapped into the zone, took out some of these lows and then reversed here. So yeah, USD cut is just holding so strong right now. It's a very good sign here. Any retracement towards that order block could be trade setup. I think this is when I enter this position. You first take it to the 0.5. Jeff says countries keep moving away from the dollar. Germany is considering joining the BRICS. Maybe not today, but the US dollar is not what it used to be. Can a separated country join BRICS? That's very interesting if that's the case here. I thought it was the European Union that needs to join that. I'm not sure. Is that really true? I would need to look up if that's the case here. But overall, I would say that with Saudi Arabia potentially joining the BRICS, Russia, India, China, Brazil. What else? One more, I think. South Africa? No. India for sure, yes. Oh, South Africa as well. Okay. Yeah, exactly. So that's super important. It's really, yeah, it could be the savior. It could definitely be the case indeed. Look at the 1 hour in gold. Yeah, very similar. Let's wait. Reversing, constantly triggering people to go into one direction to then reverse price. So wait with these particular setups here. US dollar, Canadian dollar is more reliable in my opinion right now. Why? Canadian dollar is very weak. So there are two ways you can take it here. There is one way when we break and close above it, you take it like that and you take a position right here. That's number one. Number two is you wait for the retracement, you wait for the pullback. You come down towards that zone. That's number two. So there are two ways you can actually take that position here. I personally entered US dollar, Canadian dollar. The liquidity here has already been taken out. So the fact that this has already been taken, all the orders here are already taken out. So the fact that we're going again and we're coming back towards that level is a relatively good sign here. Stop loss underneath that particular low. So that could be definitely one of the solid indicators here. What we're gonna do, guys, soon, I'm gonna take a little break potentially, and then either come back for the FOMC, because this is gonna be wow, it's gonna be very insane. We're gonna be we're gonna listen to what he's gonna say indeed. Very, very crazy. Be ready, be prepared. USD cut is going for it right now as well. Holding very strong at the moment. I think, in my opinion, it's a matter of time before we make it move to the 50 here. You can still make a retracement to the downside. I think it's still possible. But overall, the ideal is that we come towards this 1.33783. That's the ideal target here. We might see a sideways move until the meeting. Yes, sir. However, the US dollar Canadian dollar is extremely... the Canadian dollar is not that strong at this specific moment here. That could push the price up for sure if the dollar stands to just accumulate. For example, let's say the dollar is just ranging while the Canadian dollar is dropping. This will, with this structure here on the dollar, on the US dollar Canadian dollar, this will still push the price up. So that's the way we can look at it here. Once this range is broken, particularly here, if you enter the position or you wait for the retest, it's personal preference. Stop loss is still the same, is on the same place here. You wait for this to be broken and you secure your trade. Could you look at the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar on the 5-minute? Yes, sir. We can have a sneak peek here. I usually do not really trade these particular pairs, these minor pairs here, but we can definitely have a look at it. On which time frame are you looking at potentially, my friend? Let me know. So we have the Australian dollar here. I would personally we created a new high. It's very simple. We're trending right now. We're pretty much going into one particular direction. Every single time you retrace, you look for a reaction there, and then you look on the lower time frame. This is one of the easiest trades you can potentially look for. You just look continuously for the continuation here. So again, for example, you came back up, came back down, you wait for a reaction, came back up, waited for that zone. However, the only thing that you can do right now potentially is coming back down and continue further. Right, so it takes out early longers in this position here. So let's say a lot of people are going to go long here. They're going to get stopped out. Imbalance is going to get filled. Then you tap into that zone and then you make that continuation. So I would only look for that break to the downside, coming back down further, tapping into that zone here. And then look for an entry here. So if you want to come down, I would wait for something like this. Taking out the early longers and go for the target of that previous high, depending where the high is. I hope that answers your question. Let me know. So in terms of the USD cut, stop loss is just under the lows, guys. Under the lows here. If you entered right now, stop loss is under the lows. If you want to wait, stop loss is still under the lows. Stop loss is still underneath that level here. Look on the 15-minute chart. That's something that you can look at. You should hold this trade a little bit longer. I don't think it's gonna like right now make a significant reaction or move here. Maybe with the dollar, it could be if the Canadian dollar keeps dropping. But if so, you want to hold this position for a little bit longer here. That's the idea here. So what you can do is, for example, if you're in, you can take a smaller position here. You wait for the retracement and you look for a new position there. So you have two positions open. One like this, one underneath. Tap into the zone and you expand your position and you wait for that particular move. The other way is that you wait completely. The other way is that you go in already and just leave it running here. Three ways you can enter. Completely up to you here. The ideal is that we're gonna bake, that we tap into that zone here. that we're seeing extremely strong reaction right now of this area of demand. We were consolidating here. We're breaking out of that consolidation range. We have all that imbalance right there. An ideal target is the 50, which is the Fibonacci here. Even when the dollar came down, the US dollar, Canadian dollar stayed relatively stable here. So this is in general a good sign. Overall, the probability is definitely on our side. For the rest, today has been a crazy day in terms of actual movements. I have to say it was not the best day to trade, to be honest. Right now, FOMC will come, so this will be amazing. But during the whole day, it's just not in general the best day to trade here. However, that's why we're right now break even, pretty much. But I do believe with the closure of today, we're gonna make it. We're gonna end the day positive. Usually the best thing that you can do is actually avoid trading days like these unless you're minor scalping and wait for the news to be done. Dan says, what's your biggest account flip? I've done some crazy stuff here, but I do not really want to brag about it because I think it's not important. I think flipping accounts is just not reliable. It's risky. It doesn't make you a better trader. Yeah, I do not really care about it. Like being consistent, profitable with losing days as well, of course. But being consistent, profitable for 6-7 months in a row. Like this is where I'm like, yes. That's what I want. That's how it should be. Okay, let's see. Let's hop on a few charts as well right now. We're gonna go back to our sun. I think our sun will help a lot. Yes. Okay, let's bring some energy back. We're gonna scroll through a few charts right now, using our strategy. This on low time frame. Let's see where we can find some gaps here. Euro Australian dollar is number one. There we go. There we go. Look at the euro as well again. I'm telling you guys. It's very aggressive. Very, very, very aggressive here today. Hope you can handle it. Hope you guys can handle it here. But this is good. That means that the dollar is coming up again. This is what we want to see here. Okay, I'm gonna take a break very shortly, guys. I'm maybe gonna scroll into a couple of maybe 1 minute chart setups here potentially, but I'm gonna take a little break and then I'm gonna be back for the FOMC meeting. So we're gonna have a stream here today again, a little bit later. That should do the job. This is where the magic is gonna happen. Finally. And let's close it. Let's close it with a fantastic trade at least. I think today's probably my last day of trading. After months of trying this endeavor, I lost more than $4,000 after months. $4,000. Yeah, that's learning curve, my friend. I lost a lot of money. A lot of money before when I started out. At the beginning. I got lucky at the beginning and then I lost a lot of money along the way. It's really part of trading, my friend. So these are the moments where you have to make a decision for yourself. Like, what is the reason why you initially started trading? What is the initial reason? One more time. Indeed, the biggest beginner's mistake pretty much for a lot of people is that they start to trade with a lot of money from the beginning. You don't need money to trade. You can trade with $50 until you're profitable. If you are consistent, once you are proving yourself to be worthy, there are tons and tons of companies that are willing to give you money. To hand over you their money if you can prove that you're profitable. Quinten says, Lorenzo, how are you? I live in the Netherlands, Hoofddorp. Nice, man. Nice. Oh, video says you need to have patience, brother. In 6 months. I did nothing with my account. After the 1st of January, I got 78% of my account approved. I agree, but I think you can do it. You need to take time for yourself, my man. Money is overrated. That's the whole idea. And that's why this whole Forex industry is so doomed right now. In some ways, okay? Not always. There are a lot of good things as well. But they're constantly flipping accounts. Like, this is how I made $100,000. This is how I made like 10,000% in a day. Like this is what's ruining the expectations of a lot of people that are starting the community here. Because then 10% a month doesn't sound like much anymore. So they rather gamble to make more, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's how the game works. So what we need to do is we need to start focusing on lower returns, but consistent return. This is where we're focusing on. This is how the rich get richer. If you can prove that you're profitable for a significant amount of time, you can attract capital. You can attract more money. So it's not about the money. So flipping a $100 account to a $10,000 account, it sounds cool, but it doesn't mean anything. I know people that started with a prop firm with a $100 account. They invested $100. They made multiple 6 figures by being consistent. And not making like crazy amounts of money. No, being consistent over time. That's it. Okay, I think we're going to just, in general, with the dollar right now, what we're going to do is we're going to constantly consolidate here for the last 2 hours until we make a big move. I think this is the main reaction here. We're going to potentially also fake out to one particular side. Okay, that means that it potentially come down lower to then reverse or higher to then reverse. Potentially. Usually we're seeing this happening a lot. With the EURUSD, for example, we've seen it last time when we traded it, FOMC. We had a lot of profit. We went long. It broke the highs. It went to my zone. I cashed out 50% and it reversed. And I got stopped out and break even with my remaining position. And then it came down. So usually you're going to see a lot of manipulation. But I am personally still from my personal guess experience, what I personally think could happen is that we're going to make a major move to the upside, but maybe fake out at the beginning. This is what I'm focusing on in the next coming hours here. $10 pips a day keeps the doctor away. Yes, absolutely. The blown account away as well. Yeah. The key is controlling your losses. Keep them small, and your wins will take care of things. Yep. Usually your trades go directly in your way. Your best possible trade setups. I agree. For the US dollar, Canadian dollar, we're gonna be patient. I do believe we can come up to the 50, to the equilibrium. I think we're looking very good. So let's see how we develop. But overall, I like what we're seeing here, and especially during the next hours. Even if the FOMC comes out, I want to see at least us coming back up first. Close our position, secure our trade setup, and then just wait. Patiently wait for the news release. Being already in one particular trade. I think the USD cut is a really good potential trade setup you can look for right now. To then potentially look at other potential setups as well, like gold, euro, USD, and so on and so on later. So again, very slow, but we're getting there. We're coming there so far. It's gonna be good. Stop loss underneath the low and wait patiently right now. We have a significant strong zone. Even if we drop here, we have this point of control. The point of control is right here. It's at 133 pretty much, 133.07. This is gonna provide us with a lot of support as well. Our stop loss is underneath the point of control, so that's gonna be relatively good here. In regards to the dollar, we have been coming down all day. Usually, what tends to happen, I just talk about my experience, about my past experience right here. Usually, what tends to happen is that if the dollar goes down all that day, the big news from the ADP non-farm employment that we had today as well was negative. Usually what tends to happen is that we're building a lot of liquidity right now. And we're going to at least take it out. I'm not saying that we're staying above and that we're going to the moon forever. But at least taking out that liquidity. At least taking out some of these stop losses that are built here. So every pair that aligns here with the USD cut is one example. But gold could be another example from the other way. Like short on gold, for example. Taking that as an opportunity. Then securing your position, taking profits, secure your profits, stop loss or break even, and then just wait patiently for the remaining news and everything that's coming. So overall, trust me, you will see. I think at some point we have to take out at least some liquidity here. But the question is, are we going to come down first to then come up, or are we going to go up first to then come down? Or that's the question here. But I think at some point we're going to at least go for it. It's all about timing right now. So the timing is that we're going to look for this taken out here. If that's the case, and we're going to see something like that happening, USD cut will be absolutely fantastic. Number one. Gold. Has equal lows underneath. Keep that in mind. Take that in consideration here. Equal lows are usually very important. Why? A lot of stop losses are underneath here. So that could be the case as well. There is a lot of liquidity built up underneath for gold as well, guys. Understand that here. We have equal lows here. We have been building that trend here completely. We have been coming down a little bit. But overall, nothing spectacular yet, okay? This is on the 4 hour, by the way. If you go to the 1 hour, you know what I mean here. Besides that, we have just a lot of liquidity built up underneath for gold as well. So I do expect some sort of push down for gold potentially. Euro USD. Let's look at the euro. Euro has been very strong. Very, very similar. Very similar. The only thing about the euro is that to potentially take out the highs first, right now. This is what we're doing here. We're going for these particular highs. Take it out, potentially come back up a little bit more, and then potentially come down. What I noticed from my example, from my history, is that usually we reverse. So if we're going up during the day, usually during the news, push a bit more, and then reverse to the downside. That's sometimes what we're seeing here. So the question is today, are we going to see the same thing? The market doesn't copy, right? But it rhymes. Always rhymes. So the question is yes. Is this the moment? Are we going to consolidate here? Are we going to drop a little bit more? Or are we going to start consolidating right now for the next 2 hours to then make a decision? This is what we're going to find out here. I hope you guys are ready. But like I said, the US dollar Canadian dollar is by far my cleanest setup right now. If you like what I do, guys, please smash that like button. I highly appreciate it. We have 3 streams a day. We have good days together. We have sometimes some bad days together. Overall, our scoreboard speaks for itself. There's no doubt about it here. We're going to come back later on with the FOMC meeting. If we can get to 500 likes today, it would be absolutely amazing. We are at 450 likes. But before I go and take a little break for the next 2 hours, let's do a giveaway, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for a giveaway right here. If you want to join the giveaway, all right, what do you need to do here? I'm gonna make a tweet in a second right now. If you guys can retweet it, you can follow me on Twitter. Most of you guys, some of you guys follow me on Twitter already. You can join, you can retweet it, you can delete the retweet later. It's all good. It's just for the giveaway. I can use this randomizer. And I can give away the magic keys here. Okay? Absolutely fantastic. Looking forward to give away one right now. Let me set it up for you guys. In the meantime, we're coming up a little bit right now. It's good start. Farm is not really there at the moment, but still we are in position. Okay, guys, I made a tweet right here. You can decide as well. I made a poll right here. What do you guys think will happen? The FOMC, dollar up or dollar down? You can make a decision as well. If you like, retweet this post. We're gonna give away a magic keys like 10 minutes from now. Hopefully, you are the lucky winner this time, Liam. It's random, my friend. It's random. So everyone has an even equal chance to win here. The magic keys, the best tool you can use. Actually, I gave away so many magic keys. I think we spent so much money on these tools here. So we made Raya Banks some beautiful revenue. I'm no sponsor whatsoever, guys. I just give away because I like the tool, I like the product, and I think this is super helpful for you guys as well. So that's definitely the main reason. So if you want to join, follow me on Twitter, retweet this particular tweet here, and well, we're gonna make it happen right there. Many of you guys say risk off, dollar up 80%. Wow. That's significant. Wow. That is pretty significant. Wow, that's an absolute banger of a move here. Okay, I'll be right back, guys. Giveaway is going to be done in 5 minutes from now. I'm going to get a drink real quick. Be right back. Okay, guys, if you want to join, you can still join right here. We are starting our giveaway very, very shortly. Things are growing here. 49 retweets. We're going to put our randomizer on right now. We copied the link right here. We're going to give away one magic piece right now. Fantastic, fantastic. Twitter. There we go. There we go. Okay, who's ready? Let me know if you're ready. Then let's do it. If you guys are ready, let's go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Okay, the winner is of the Magic Keys. Downed crypto or down net crypto, my friend. Congratulations, congratulations. Okay, amazing. You won the Magic Keys right here. But you guys thought I was done. You guys thought I was done. That's not the case, guys. That's not the case right here, okay? Why is that not the case? Well, we're gonna do one more giveaway right now. We're gonna give away one more Magic Keys. And I'm gonna tell you right now, we have just opened our Shorts YouTube channel, okay? So right now, we have our own channel. We're growing in a pretty rapid pace here. However, we never post any shorts. So we decided to create a separate channel for our shorts here, where you can see all our trades, the trades that we're taking, and so on and so on. We're trying to pump in a lot of these particular setups. That's why we wait for the closure. Look at that reaction. You guys saw that? The last second they closed above. And losers. The dollar is showing some we're going to keep it honest here. Okay. So if you want to be part of that, then comment under my last or my first short here, or subscribe. Subscribe on our channel, our short channel right here. I'm going to put the link in the description right now. And we're going to give away one more right now. Okay, one more Magic Keys is coming your way, potentially. If you want to see my shorts. If not, it's all good. It's all good. If you want to be part of our shorts and you want to see what we're doing here, if you cannot watch the live stream, for example, then all the updates are going to be straight away in that particular page right there. So it's finally time to build up our shorts right now here. So if you want to be part of that, you know where to find us. I'm going to pick a comment picker as well for this one right here. There we go, there we go, there we go. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's do it, let's do it. USD cut is still stagnating here. We're waiting for that reaction as well. We're gonna wait. I think right now it's the moment to wait actually for the FOMC meeting. We're gonna take a little break in a very short term. We're gonna give away one more. GC, my man, legend. USD cut long, guys. I'm telling you, this is gonna be an amazing opportunity. I do believe that this is definitely the trade setup. We have that imbalance here. We're consolidating beautifully right now. At some point, we're gonna at least test, and then we're gonna find out if we potentially come down lower, or if we just come back higher. That's who knows? Who knows? We have to find out later. But after all, we're gonna secure our position already when we break this particular level here. So the moment we break the 133.433 here, we're gonna put our stop loss on break even. We're gonna take some profits along the way. The other entry is if you come down, it's on the lower time frame on the 15-minute as well here. So let's see what we have. Amazing. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Let me see if we can use your comment picker right now as well. We're gonna give away one more Magic Keys for the winner. I want to give away not only Magic Keys anymore. I'm gonna start giving away new prop firm packages as well. Okay, it's time for me to do that. to give away some new actual prop firm challenges. Hope you guys like that as well. It depends what you guys want. So I ask you guys, what do you guys want? Do you want a magic keys or a prop firm challenge? And then and so on, you know, we're gonna come and we'll find a way. Okay, guys. So again, if you want to join, then subscribe to my short channel. I just opened it. If you want to be part of our shorts here, you can subscribe. Place a comment under my first short video. And we're going to give away the magic keys right now. Video says, hi Lorenzo, how do I get the key? Send me a message, brother. On Twitter. Prop firm challenges. Yes, sir. Okay. So one more magic keys, and then the next time we're going to look for prop firm challenges here. I want to give you guys prop firm challenge. I want to make sure that you can trade with me during the live streams, that you can actually make money as well, that you can actually pass a challenge. That would be absolutely fantastic if that's the case here. Today's a crazy day. That's why we're going to give away a little bit extra. We gave away 3 magic keys, or we're going to give away 3 magic keys today. But if you can get your prop firm challenge and you win, and I can get or help you get funded here, that will be the ideal situation. So amazing, guys. If we are done, let me know when you guys are ready. We can do it right now. Again, I give it one more time. One more channel name, so you guys know exactly what I mean here. Okay. We're gonna start in a let's start in a couple minutes here. 2 minutes. The euro is coming up here. It's gonna take out these highs here. Very important. This is what we're waiting for. The moment we have these highs are taken, we're gonna look at lower time frame structures. At the same time, guys, we are finally there. The euro has arrived. Okay, the euro right now has arrived, and it's coming towards this level. We are coming very close here. This is the weekly area of supply for the euro. So do not expect that this is easy to break. All right, so do take that in consideration. This is not easy to break. So maybe this could be the resistance. This could be the resistance where we were looking for. That would be absolutely fantastic. So what we're going to do right now on the 4 hour is we're going to take out the highs. We're going to tap into that zone potentially. And we're going to take out the lows. That will be amazing. Why? Because we have equal lows here. Equal lows right underneath. All right. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, we're going to do the giveaway right now. There we go. We're going to choose a winner. There we go. And the winner is... Oh, that was a fill. Sorry for that. Almost. Here we go. We need our song, by the way, guys. We need our song, our beautiful song. We're going to announce the winner, of course. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the support. My name is Lorenzo. I'm going to help you become a profitable trader. We're doing it together. We're going to have up momentum. We're going to have down momentum. This is how the probability is. Could have practiced this better. Anyways, let's get started. 102 comments. Let's get it going. Congratulations, my friend. Hit me up. I'll get you sorted. Keep in mind, guys, we're going to do more and more and more of these giveaways along the way here. Definitely coming. Okay? So for now, guys, we're going to be patient. We're going to close down the stream here. We've been streaming for almost, let's say, 3.5 hours. We're going to take a little break. We're going to be back for the FOMC meeting. Okay? Thank you guys so much. What a crazy ride. It was not our best day. We broke even. Something that we could have expected here. With that volatility here. But during the FOMC, guys, this is where the magic happens. Again, look at the USD cut. Look at the euro. Weekly arrow of supply. We're going to discuss everything beforehand. So I'll see you if you want to join the FOMC meeting with me in around 90 minutes from now. All right. Thank you. See you soon. Be right back.